just leave it on default. Or if you use any of these already preset ones like Ninja and stuff, you guys can select those. But if you're using custom inside of the game, it must be on default, all right? So let's say you're someone that plays flipped, right? Let's say you like to aim with L1 and shoot with R1. I know a lot of people do that. How do you set that up, right? First thing, again, inside of the game, make sure it's on default, right? You guys can see my inside of the game is on default. Now, you can change it in the script. So let me show you how to do that. You're going to press L2 and options to enter the script. Once we are inside of the script, right, you're going to press up or down to scroll. And then you're going to go to controller, press X on this. And you can see right here where it says button layout, right? Change it in the script, never in the game, okay? One more time. Never change your button layout in the game. You can change it in the script, okay? So you're going to use up or down. You can see where it says custom. Go ahead and press X on this, all right? And now you can see these are all the custom button layouts. But let's say you want to change any of these, right? It tells you how to do it right underneath if you guys read, right? You can see my ADS button right now is set to L2. To go ahead and set it to L1, I'm going to have to get rid of this one, right? So to get rid of something, you're going to double tap share, okay? So you're going to go ahead and double tap share. If you have the Xbox controller here, you're going to go ahead and double tap this button, the two little squares button, okay? So that's how you get rid of something. And again, if you're trying to set L1 here now, look, if I hold L1, it's not going to work, right? Because look, the tactical is already set on the L1. So you got to go to wherever that button is set, which I want to set my L1 for aim. Get rid of this one, okay? So double tap share here as well. So you can see this button right here. Tap it 2 times, right? So now I can change my ADS to be L1. Go down to tactical, change it to L2, right? Or whatever button you want, but just make sure you get rid of it wherever it is already attached or it's not going to work, right? Same thing with the fire, right? Double tap share to get rid of it from here. And then look, I want it to be R1, so I've got to get rid of the ping. So I'm going to double tap share here and then just set it up, right? So R1 for my fire, and then ping is going to be my R2, so I'm going to hold that down, okay? Once you've set it to custom, press circle, and then circle one more time. There you go, it's saved. And now one more time. So now we can see the custom button set. I'm going to press circle, circle. Now again, just go ahead and aim and shoot. So you can see aim with L1, shoot with R1. Look at that. Our weapon detection works. Let's go ahead and pick up a different gun and go ahead and test. Let me go and pick up the R301. Same thing, right? Just make sure you aim. Oh, it looks like it thinks we got the supply box. Hold up, what? I was like, what is going on there? Okay, there we go. We got it back again. Just aim and shoot, and you guys can see, right? Again, personally, I don't use custom, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. So now to enter the script, though, since you've changed it, since you've changed your aim button, it's going to be L1 now, and then the options button, okay? So again, I'm going to put mine back to default here, and then make sure one more time you go into your settings, and you can see adaptive triggers, make sure it's on. Again, inside of the game should always be on default, all right? So now everything's good. I can aim and shoot. Let's go ahead and pick up a different gun. And that's how easy it is to set that up, guys. All right, if you're going to use customs, you can go ahead and do that there. Now, again, make sure in your controller, everything is set up correctly, all right? And then for aim assist, finally, again, since we're playing on PC, you're going to have generally weaker aim assist, right? So if I go ahead and turn this on, I'm going to test it for you guys. So I'm going to put the size at 10. I like my speed at 18, okay? So that's what we do. Now, all I'm going to do is have these enemies move. Let's go to Customize Ranger. Oh, right up here. There it is, strafe constant. And again, look at this, right? So if I just aim in, you can see the aim assist in action, right? It's pretty good. It's better than nothing, right? So I'm going to show you guys with the Cronus and off. This is a normal in-game aim assist, right? We can see Cronus and off. And then one more time, we're going to do the PandaApx on. So there we go, right? So PandaApx on. There's the in action, right? You guys can see that pretty easy. Alrighty, Panda Gang. Now, if you guys are using the Xbox controller on Xbox, when you guys are playing with the PandaApx script, soon as you guys go ahead and turn on the script, to do that, all you have to do is press the right side big blue button, right? Once you guys are on the script, it's probably going to just say ground loot on there, all right? If that ever happens to you or it's stuck on that, all you have to do is hold LT right here, your aim button, and then just press right on the D-pad, okay? You guys can see each time you tap it, you'll go through either ground loot or your primary and your secondary weapons, right? But again, make sure you're holding LT and then you press this, all right? So if it's stuck on ground loot, to get it off, you hold LT and then press right on the D-pad, all right? Once that's set, you're going to go ahead and just load up the firing range. And if you're playing with the Zen on your Xbox, you will not have the automatic weapon detection, okay? One more time, if you're playing on your Xbox with the Xbox controller, you won't have automatic weapon detection, right? It's just not on Xbox. You got to be playing on PlayStation 5 or your PC to get automatic, right? However, that doesn't mean you can't get the best weapon recoil possible, right? Because you can tell the Zen what gun you're using. If you guys are going to be playing on your Xbox, again, it won't know what gun you're using, right? So to be able to change to it simple, you're going to hold LT right here and then tap the share button, right? So you're going to hold LT and then tap your share button right up here one time, and it's going to bring you into our weapon selection menu. So you can tell right now I'm holding the R301, so just use up or down once you guys are here, and go ahead and press A right over here to save it on the R301. Then you press B, and now all you have to do is just aim and shoot, and look at that, right? You'll get weapon-specific recoil, and everything will work, all right? Now, first thing I want you to do, though, is hold LT, tap the three little lines button to enter the script, use up or down on the D-pad, okay? Go into your controller tab here, go ahead and press A, and make sure you guys go ahead and match all of these settings to exactly how you play, right? The most important one's going to be this one right over here, the response curve type. It's going to be preset to linear. So make sure you guys go in here, and if you don't play on linear, just use up or down to change it to classic, right? And again, to scroll through the script, it's just left or right on the D-pad, and to adjust things up or down, right? That's how easy it is. Once you're done adjusting, press B, and you'll be back at the main menu. And there you go. Now it says flatline. I'm holding the flatline, but it says a different gun. So all I would do is hold LT, tap the share button right up here. Okay, so hold LT, tap the share button. And again, this is how you scroll through all the top categories, but we want AR, so make sure you're on that. And then I think I got the flatline, so go ahead and press A, and then go ahead and press B. And now all I got to do, aim, shoot, perfect recoil every single time, guys, right? So that's how easy it is to use the Apex script if you guys are playing on Xbox. Now, one more thing I want to mention. Let's say you pick up scopes, right? Or barrels if you got the R301. How do you change it? Because you can see underneath it says that. To change those, you're going to hold LT and then press left on the D-pad to change your barrels, okay? Again, just hold your aim button, whatever that is, right? And then you can press down on the D-pad to change your scopes, okay? And let's go ahead and show my exact in-game settings. So I'm going to go into my settings. And for this video, I am playing on my PC. I play on a default button layout. So let me go ahead and show you guys this, right? Again, that's just what I play on. You guys can use whatever you want in there. Again, if you're playing on the Xbox, you don't have to really worry about too many of the in-game settings. You can just use whatever you want, okay? And then you guys can see all my settings right here. Look sensitivity, I play at a 4. I'm pretty much a bot. Per optics, I would recommend leaving that off if you guys want the best recoil help. And then you can see my response curve type is indeed on classic. Again, classic works the best. You guys can try out linear as well, because I know a lot of you guys use it. And yeah, those are all my in-game settings. You guys can go and copy it. And one more thing, let's go ahead and test out the aim assist, right? To do that, I'm going to press LT, three little lines button, and go up to aim assist, press A, turn it on. I keep my size at 10 and my speed at 18, okay? Once that's on, all I'm going to do is hold options. Let's have these bots move. So customize the range. Let's have them strafe. And let's go ahead and hold our aim button and look at the drag, right? You guys just kind of aim near the enemy. And that's the aim assist you can get, again, with the PandaApx script, right? And again, you don't have to just be using this gun. The aim assist is always active, so you just aim, and that's the drag you're going to get, all right? So if you guys have any questions, you guys know, join the private Discord.